This is Charles OxPops. I'm Tucker Drew.
And I'm Eve Bennett, and today we're talking access.
Have you heard about Oxford's new access initiatives?
Yeah, I have. It's this foundation year and something...
Opportunity Oxford.
Oh, yeah, that's...
It's like a 2-week program for students before they start,
Yeah, in August before they start, yeah.
Yeah, I saw an email about them last week, and there was some Facebook posts from our access officer at college.
And what do you think about them?
I think it's great. I think the foundation year especially is a really good idea.
I think that's a really good idea because it's one thing to say that you're comparing students at the stage of interview and how good they are at that moment academically or how accomplished they are, but different students have had really different experiences up to that point.
So do you think Oxford has an access problem?
Oh, definitely.
Yes, basically, I think a lot of work's being done to address it, but the statistics show that people from deprived backgrounds, people from state schools as opposed to private schools, the numbers proportionally are just so much lower compared to how they should be and how the rest of the country is.
When you've got a problem where you take more people from Westminster than you take black students, you do have a real problem.
Whose responsibility did you think it is to solve that access problem?
I think it's a combination of the schools. I think schools is a big thing because a lot of my friends that went to state schools were discouraged from applying by their school who said they wouldn't fit in. But also I think the uni definitely's got a part to play in it.
It's also really important for students if they feel like to put pressure where they feel it's required, because ultimately it is a community that we're building.
The university's got over $1 billion endowment, so these are things they could do, and they could get some money out of the piggy bank to solve the problem.
A lot of student-run organisations like the ISOC, which I'm part of, and the ACS and HumSoc, and basically loads of student societies are fixing it, so I think that's good because students need to be part of the solution. But of course, power comes from the university itself, so the more they do to help, the more we can do to push that.
I think it's really important that Oxford and we do everything that we can that's in our power, but I think we also need a more equitable education system from the beginning, the whole way through. I think it's not just that Oxford does have an access problem, which it definitely does, but also that the whole education system has an access problem, and the fact that GCSE grades, A-level grades, quality of teaching, class sizes vary so much.
Do you think Oxford's done a lot in terms of internet and social media with outreach and access?
Yeah, I mean, its image has massively changed over the last few years, and I think that's really good. I think having vloggers and things like that is also great because you show the ins and outs of Oxford and makes it less of an intimidating experience. I mean, I think social media is a really important platform for getting younger generations on board, and that's going to be the best area in which people can access this information.
You're from LMH, right? Yeah, so LMH is really good because they have a really active Snapchat and the Instagram is quite good, and they're always resharing things that their students are doing.
Have you heard of any of the student vloggers who are doing work to increase access at the university?
Well, one's standing next to me, so...
And who's doing the most for access right now? In the Oxford vlog scene?
In the Oxford vlog scene, absolutely V. Rosie, Viola, Manny, all doing great stuff too. But I do think that V always goes that extra mile. She's been in every single newspaper imaginable, and the work that she's done in promoting the foundation year, being the face of the foundation year. I know so many students that applied to that foundation year because of V and because of what she's been doing. And the fact that she's just been willing to put herself out there, and now the foundation year is being adopted university-wide, I can't praise that girl enough, to be honest. So, what do you think Oxford's doing particularly well at the moment, and what do you think they're not doing particularly well?
I think they are definitely trying to widen the university to more people, but I do think that it's definitely targeted at certain groups, but I think that there are groups that are being overlooked.
Paying for transport, because an important part of outreach is the access. The travel expenses, train costs are extortionate and some people just can't afford to do that and will just not go.
Anything else that you want to say about access or admissions to Oxford, especially given the new initiatives that are happening and stuff like that?
I guess now that they're in place, they need to be promoted so that the right students apply and actually know that they exist and then can take part in all these initiatives. But I feel it's a good first step.
Yeah, it's really exciting, I think, yeah.
Mm-hmm.